Alright, if one here for me, more be a kwame chachi obi adi ba ordinary tea, ordinary kasi bosona. Edu sisi na ni se enche kwa na Kissi Agyabeng special prosecutor o manga na mo ase hodi press conference kakra kese bi pa wa akra na odi nsem bi ba ko mienu miensa bi tuja na nya asem keto nsem a na odi tuja kwa no na ne kasa kwa ma na chise uhunu kwa na so opisi osu na de be nsem na odi tuja o se ono no de ya anana do dan kwa appointing no ye na adwo so obeyi ne yem aye adwuma no ntima abo o manga na nso obstacles bebree de wo adwuma no mu anya asem keto a chese ono no timi yes o pese oye enwoma de bo a na chese court abo ato agu ode ne nsa to ye Cecilia da pa sika so say ho be holding account ne kakra nhwehwemu kakra na Supreme Court abo ato akone ode case ko du Supreme Court a omuso obo enya asem keto akwa na po adomochi aba bontia abeka nsem bi afa sansem ehu a ye Kissi Agyabeng eka no ye bekwa kutie po adomochi nche mu abasisi ana na ne dey di kan oti odi no TV a mema remfi so be subscribe to our channel be like na ado adu nche so egu comment section kama mi do be ase.
I sat there that day and I heard Barack Obama clearly. The guy sitting by me, next sitting to me, I think it was Dr. Kofi Amor or so. So we looked at each other, and then one of us, I don't remember, I whispered to him, he whispered to me that did Rawlings hear that? Rawlings was sitting in front of us. But this is the point. Barack Obama came here in 2009, how many years ago? And he told us that Africa, you are building a democracy, keep it like that. You don't need strong men, we need strong institutions. So the institutions of the judiciary have been doing their work. The judiciary is one of the most important institutions that have made our democracy survive. Since they started their rulings in 1992-93, the 31st December case, MPP versus IGP, MP versus GBC, the right to demonstrate, all of those epochal establishments that the Ghanaian judiciary has given to us as part of this constitutional march. Kissi Agyabeng wants to derail that only him, he is not part of that. He cannot be under the judiciary. He is above the judiciary because he's special prosecutor. Really? He's above the judiciary? When he does something, the judiciary shouldn't comment on it? My disappointment is with the media who sat there watching him spew out this hogwash to them without even looking at their constitution, the basic constitution, to tell him that Mr. OSP, Article 125 says this. What is your problem? They couldn't even ask that question. They were listening to him spew out the hogwash thing. This is a dangerous commodity to Ghana's democracy. Dangerous commodity. He thinks that he's above the law. This is how they start. This is how all the coups started. This is how they start. They start talking about being above the law. This is so dangerous. This guy should be looked at. He is very, very dangerous. If any institution of state thinks that he is above the judiciary, the president doesn't think he's above the judiciary, the vice president doesn't think so, the speaker doesn't think so. This man, he thinks that when he does something, the judiciary shouldn't look at it. Really? Kissi Agyabeng, he is above the constitution? Kissi Agyabeng, he is above the 1992 constitution that people like Akoto Ampao have fought for and died for? Kissi Agyabeng is above it? I was so disgusted when I heard this. A special prosecutor holds a press conference and says that the judiciary is coming after me. Play that tape where he talks about people told him something. Play it.
I have had several calls from well-meaning lawyers admonishing me that they have heard talk that our friends who have been elevated to the bench and presiding over cases in court do not take very kindly to criticism, especially of the public calling out variety as we do. And that if the office persists in the media releases, the judges will gang up against the office and throw out all our cases. Mind you, members of the press, the collective admonition is from very senior and experienced lawyers who are men and women of the world. Collectively with the well-meaning lawyers who admonish me, we philosophize and wonder if our judges would do such a thing as gang up against the flagship public anti-corruption agency to scuttle its work for whatever reason. Our musings run along the lines of, would that not defeat the fight against corruption?
Why is he talking without energy? He seems to be lacking energy. What's wrong with him? Is it that he doesn't believe me? He's lacking energy? He's holding the paper as if he's afraid of what he says. Is he lacking energy? He will lack more energy because he's dangerous to democracy. Did you hear him? He says that well-meaning people, do you know what? Does he know what well-meaning people have told me? I'm going to tell you. Well-meaning people have told me But I don't believe it. That Kissi Agyabeng collects money. I don't believe it. I don't think it is true. I don't know why they are saying that. But these are the allegations that what he does is that when there's a case, he collects money. He doesn't do it himself, as they say. I don't believe it. But that's what they are saying. And he should be addressing that before the media. The allegations, that is mounting. The allegations mounting upon the special prosecutor that when he picks a case to investigate, you can pay them and they'll give you a favorable report. I don't believe it. But this is what people are saying. He should be addressing those allegations, wild as they are. And I'm sure that is not true. But this is what people are saying about him. Has he heard it? He says that people are telling him that the judiciary have ganged up against him. We are hearing, people are telling us that what he does at the Office of Special Prosecutor is not to prosecute at all. It's just to select cases where he thinks that he can exploit the difficulties of the accused persons so that he may take money. We don't believe that. We don't believe it. But that's what people are saying. That's what he should think about that. He should think about dealing with those allegations, because in this work that we all are, the narrative is sometimes more important than the truth. Because when I heard it as well. How is he going to take money? I mean, I don't believe. I know him. I don't believe it. But these are the things people are saying. I'm saying this to tell him that you don't come and do a press conference and say that people have told you something and you make it part of your press conference that people have told you that if you publish, the judges will gang up against you. And you tell people that in a press conference based on what people have told you. Do you know what people have told others that we haven't said? And I have heard this a long time. I didn't say it here. But because he has said what he has said, now I'm saying it, and he should check it. And there are more details I can bring out. But because we don't believe it, we don't do the details. We don't believe it. We don't believe it. But this is what people are saying. They are saying that he collects money. He has a gang, not he himself. They've described the details to us. He has a cabal. Now, I think that Kissi Agyabeng should be asking the Attorney General to investigate these allegations so that he will come out clean. Because I believe he will become out clean. He should be because if today there are allegations about the Director of Public Prosecutions, the Attorney General will be capable of investigating it. There are such allegations against the modus operandi of the Special Prosecutor, Kissi Agyabeng. The modus operandi of the Special Prosecutor, there are allegations about it being called into question. On very wild allegations, some of which I've told you. These allegations are unbelievable. But these are the allegations being spewed out against him. And then he comes on press conference and says, people, well-meaning people, the people who told us are well-meaning people. Some of them are priests, some of them are chiefs. They are worried about this allegation, about the special prosecutor. And the money they are talking about is not 5,000 cities and 10,000 cities. It's not the one that we deal with every day here. It is thousands of dollars, $600,000. That's what they're asking for. The allegations. That's why we don't believe it. That's the reason. In fact, when you hear the figures, you will doubt it. But these are the things that people are saying, that the guy is collecting money. Now, I'll come to a few more things. Let's deal with it. Kissi Agyabeng. Let's deal with it. Which one is this? The High Court case. Let's just look at the High. We'll finish soon. We'll be wrapping up. What else do we have? Oh, we have to wrap up. We have a lot more politics to share. In its ruling, the High Court agreed with the plaintiff. Is that the beginning? Okay. High Court quashes OSP's report implicating Colonel Damoah in the LaBianca case. It says, in its ruling, the High Court agreed with the plaintiffs and found that the OSP had exceeded its authority in making the adverse findings. The court also granted an order of prohibition, restraining the OSP from further investigating Damoah and Che in connection with the LaBianca case. The lawyers for the plaintiffs, Bob Sanyaya, welcomed Okay. The court awarded 10,000 cedis to him. Now here, it says that the High Court agreed with the plaintiffs that the OSP had exceeded its authority. Now, how did the court know that the OSP had exceeded its authority? Because the authority of the OSP is guaranteed in the OSP Act.